Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. So I want to talk about this. Now this is my front yard, right? And here's my garden in my front yard, basically. If I lived in Miami, there's a town there, Village, oh my God, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Village something, there's a town. If you look it up, you'll see. But they have outlawed people from growing gardens in their front yard. You cannot grow edible, something that you will eat, so basically a garden, in your front yard. It is now illegal. And so there was a family that had a bunch of pots in their front yard because their backyard was north facing and didn't get any sunshine. So they had their garden in their front yard, but all in pots. So it wasn't like they had their whole yard dug up and anything like that. They had all these plants in pots. And people were complaining, saying it was bringing down property values, and so the town outlawed it. They passed an ordinance saying that it was now illegal to grow edible plants in your front yard. Now, if these people had flowers in those pots in the front yard, that would have been perfectly fine. So here's my question: is this overreach of the government telling people what they can grow? I mean, here's the thing. If it was ramshackle and looked gaudy, you know, I could see that you have to have it done in a certain way. I could understand that. But if the people have their garden in pots in their front yard and it looks, you know, it's organized and it looks nice, who cares? You know, but the town has ruled, and they're going to take it. I guess they're taking it to the Supreme Court. A higher court ruled that they're justified that they have to have this garden out of their front yard. So they were facing $50 a day fines for having their garden in their front yard from this town. And it was Village something in Miami. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but how crazy is that you're not allowed to have a garden in your front yard? So if I lived in Miami, in this town, this would not be acceptable. Obviously, I don't live in Miami, so, and nobody cares up here because everybody has a garden. But yeah, it's just, once again, in my opinion, way overreach of the government, dictating what we can and what we cannot do as far as anything. I mean, it's just like if you guys live in a townhouse area and you have the association, they can dictate to you what you should do, what colors you can paint your place, and all those type of things. Man, there is no way I would ever want to be in a place that would dictate what I can and what I cannot do, or what I can or cannot grow, as far as, you know, or what I, you know, that type of thing, or what color I paint my building. Like, so when we painted the shop over here, when we painted it red this year, you know, that would be horribly unacceptable, you know, probably because it would be something that stood out. Craziness, guys, absolutely craziness. I definitely want to hear what your feedback is. What do you think of this? You know, do you think this is fair, or do you think this is unfair? I obviously believe that it is unfair. So, yeah, craziness, crazy world. So I wanted to show you. I pulled some more tomatoes out of the garden today. So the ones in those like 6 in the back were from the other day, but these are what I just pulled out today. So I am going to be giving some of these to my ex. I have to go get Eddie, and so they asked for tomatoes once the tomatoes came in, so I'll get them some tomatoes. I can't eat them all, and we might do a little bit of canning. I'm not 100% sure, but it is amazing to me that the overreach of the government with controls of telling people what they can and cannot do. These towns doing the same thing. That's why I'm glad I live way out in the country and I'm up in the hills, and everybody minds their own business. As long as you're not a jerk, people are pretty cool. So, you know, and I like being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and not, like I said, not have somebody dictate to me what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And neighbor going by. But yeah, it's crazy, crazy, crazy freaking world that these type of things are happening, and it's more and more control. I just, whatever happened, you know, why would the problem that I have is if you're trying to do something for yourself to better yourself and your community, realistically, because it's like you're being self-sufficient with growing your own vegetables in your own garden, how is that ever a bad thing? Don't they have other things to worry about? How about get the drugs off the streets, especially down in Miami? My God, all the cocaine and everything that comes down through there. Why don't we focus on that instead of somebody that's a law-abiding citizen growing a garden in their front yard? Absolutely nuts. So I wanted to show you guys too, now that they're out of the truck, the windows from the garage sale that are going to be utilized for the chicken coop. And somebody had made a suggestion, and I kind of like the suggestion, so I'm going to show you that and talk about that when I am out here. So here's the windows that we picked up last month from the garage sale, okay? So I picked up this good sized window here, and then these two here. And I mean, these are freaking nice big windows. Now somebody had suggested taking these windows and turning them sideways. And I might do that because I want the sunlight to come in, you know, like that, this part of the day, it will be right here into the chicken coop. And it'll, especially in the winter, whatever sun we get, it will help warm it up. So I like the idea, even though the windows open this way. In the wintertime, we're not going to have the windows open anyhow. But if we turn these windows sideways and put them through here, I think that would be really, really cool. And that would work out really well. So I want to hear your feedback on that. What do you think of that suggestion? One of my subscribers had said do that. Then I could take these windows here and I could put those on each end for the cross breeze. So this was the window that I got for free, and so that was that one. And then this is the one that we got for $45, and I picked both of these up for, as you can see, they had the price on there, $50, and they took both of them for $80. I got them both for $80. So great deals. I had been thinking, where am I got to get more windows for this chicken coop, for this build, and so now we got them. There's not going to be any windows on the back. I'm not worried about windows on the back, but like I said, I want to be able to have, if you guys remember, I talked about on this side, we're going to have it so it latches open so that we can clean out the chicken poop and everything when it's time. So if I have one of the windows up here and then one on the other side, because as this is going to be the door into the chicken coop here, and then if we have the window there, and then like it's basically this area where this stud is and that stud is, then I'm going to have like a mesh wire area here to cut this off. This area over here is basically going to be for storage, where I'll keep feed and whatever other supplies that I want to keep for the chickens in here. This will be their chicken coop area. So they're going to have, and then in the back here, it's going to have the boxes for the nesting boxes in the back. So that's what's going to happen there. But I think it'll be really awesome. I think it's going to work out really, really well. But I'm pretty excited. You know, like I said, it's silly and it may sound cliche when I talk about STD, you know, and how just working at things methodically and getting things done. But it is amazing how well that actually works in getting things accomplished and banging things out on a daily basis. It really, really works well. So that's a good thing. So anyway, I am going to jump off of here for now. I just wanted to share this with you. I wanted to hear what your thoughts are again on the whole situation with the restrictive government regulations down there in this town in Miami. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that these people can't grow a garden in their front yard. You know, because they can't grow it in the backyard because there's no sunlight in the backyard. So it just, I don't know, it's nuts. So I definitely want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Remember guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. I'm going to look at my feet over here. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. Nobody else can do that. They really can't. And stay away from negativity. Negative people just want to bring you down to their level to be miserable and unhappy like they are. Happiness, I believe, is a huge choice. I really, truly do think so. So, you know, stay positive, and you'll get to where you want to be. You know. So, anyway, guys, I will talk to you all tomorrow. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope you're having a great week. Very, very pleasant here now. We had rain earlier, but you can see a lot of blue skies now. I'm not sure what the solar's brought in so far today, but I'm sure it's not horrible. All right, I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.